All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and I've got more Cold Hearts for you. I Here's the thing. I think they're playing this insane plot straight. He says as he snorts like a bull into the microphone. Uh, I just, the more I read up on it and just the tone and tenor of it, it feels like they're playing this completely straight. I don't know where this is going to lead. Like, appliances are coming alive. I don't know what big dramatic point you have in mind, but when you're starting off with that premise, I don't know where you take it. Anyway, back to the demo. Oh, not now, not during this headache. My phone sounds way louder than it usually does. Did it develop a personality too and wants to make me suffer now? I wouldn't be surprised. Hello? Good morning. Today is the day of the delivery. This is an automatic reminder. A courier will visit your chosen destination in 1 hour. Oh, snap. I totally forgot. New equipment will be delivered today to my store, and I have to be there to sign the papers. Why today, of all days? Hey, hello? Can I please change the destination to my... Okay. You already know appliances are coming alive around you for some reason. And your plan, your genius idea here, is to bring more appliances into your house. I knew I wasn't going to like this main character. No, you cannot. By the way, this is an automatic reminder. We do not answer questions. We deliver. Have a good day. Damn it. Seems like I have to go to work today. I don't even want to imagine the bureaucratic chaos I would have to go through to get my appliances back if I didn't sign those papers today. Why oh why? Yay, responsibilities. It wouldn't come as a surprise if I said I didn't like my job. Of course, no one ever forced me into doing it, but I've grown up enough to know I should be thankful to my father and accept his heritage. Yeah, not be a lazy bum. I'm just going to throw that out there. I mean, I think I know where this is going, but good lord if this guy wasted space. I owe everything to him, and even though he's gone now, I still feel like I shouldn't let him down. How about you just not want to be such a lazy bum? The store is just a few blocks away from my house, and on sunny days I like to walk there to calm down and relax. Well, I mostly do that when my nightmares get me out of bed early, although last night was an exception. I actually overslept, so I grabbed my bike and get cycling. Are all the appliances about to yell at us? Early morning rituals. Open the blinds, dust down the equipment, sweep the floor. It's not a huge retail store, although the customers area is just a part of the building. The other side is a huge storeroom with my father's workshop, where we keep used and broken appliances. Fortunately, Father taught me how to make my repairs of household equipment, so I can always earn extra money by reselling some junk people leave here. Fascinating, right? Well, there is one thing that makes me a little more cheerful about coming here. And by thing, I mean person. Wait, that sounded wrong. But yeah, there's a certain girl in the neighborhood that left her fridge with me. It had broken down and she couldn't afford a new one. She was really nice to me when we spoke, and it's pretty rare for customers in a boring store like this to actually smile. Damn, her smile. She's a little bit tomboyish, always wearing a baseball cap with messy hair underneath, and damn, that smile of hers. This is going to be some real uncanny valley crap. I haven't finished the repairs on her fridge yet, but I like to imagine her coming here for small talk. Small talk about refrigerators and washing machines. What else can I hope for? I open the front door and immediately get slapped by a newspaper thrown by the paper boy. Thanks. Oh, wow. I saw him peel the paper from my face and peek at the cover, and suddenly my heart skips a beat. It's her. The baseball cap girl. 21-year-old woman missing. Yuki Hana disappeared on her way to work last Friday morning. She was last seen by her friend in the region of Takatsu Bento, near the local high school, heading towards her workplace at Soba HQ. Okay, you can read it right there. Honestly, I would just, that would be an editorial decision, and we will leave it there. What? She's missing? It seems convenient. She was last seen She was last seen near my store, so whatever happened to her, it must have happened in my neighborhood. But how? Nothing really happens here. We're probably the safest district in the city. Something tells me our friend took her. I feel goosebumps all over my body. I didn't even know her name. Yuki. Oh dear Yuki. Although it's terrible, I guiltily can't help but feel a little excited. You can't see my face now. It's probably for the best. Nothing ever happens around here. Hell, maybe I can ask around, talk to some of my customers, and help find her. I can already imagine next week's front page. Shop owner says baseball cap girl. She also accepts his proposal. Me shaking hands with the mayor. Oh my God, this dude's an asshole. There is a line between. There is a line between. Okay, unlikable, but clearly is a decent human being. Has just been through some rough crap. And unrepentant asshole. We are crossing the line in the scene. It's a good thing I don't have a weak heart. Almost jumped out of my chest there. I look up to see the source of the sudden noise and find the delivery man bringing new equipment. He seems very confident in the packaging material, judging how carelessly he hauls the packages from his truck. Wait. Hey, it's fragile. Please don't. Sign here. I scowl at him angrily, but he barely even reacts, apparently more interested in his phone than me. I sign everything, and ignore him while carefully moving the heavy boxes inside. Alright, what do we have here? 2 new microwaves, a used freezer, a blender, a few compact mini fridges, last year's model. I started unpacking and made sure the damn delivery driver didn't cause any real damage to the appliances. I can't help but notice a delicious smell, something resembling strawberries and cherries, and pepperoni. Weird. Oh, I'm so hungry now. I'm so hungry now that I think about it. Apparently last night's chocolate catastrophe wasn't enough. I need to call takeout before. Hello there. Another heart attack. I can't have more than 2 per hour. My first reaction is to frantically look through all the new appliances, searching for the source of my latest mental breakdown. It's probably one of those damn mini fridges, or I swear if one of you start talking to me. Here, Dumbo, behind you. I turn around and my jaw drops. It's a girl? Wait, what is she even wearing? Look at this outfit. How does that even make sense? It's a girl, a new customer, probably. My thoughts drift away to Yuki immediately to try some comparison, but I don't seem to remember her face anymore. Oh God. I knew I was going to be in for a trial when I booted up this game. I just didn't think I would be in for this kind of trial. And I've got to be nice because I'm trying to get through the apocalypse and I don't want any more trouble than I can afford. This girl is radiant. Her perfume reminds me of something really tasty, and oh man, she looks even more delicious. I use all my strength to close my mouth, then even more to try and start a conversation. What can I help you with? My voice sounds so high-pitched and weak, she may think I'm a hamster. Yep, here we go. She grins at me like I just told a good joke. Nothing really. Just passing by. Wanted to check all the cute junk you have around here. Don't mind me. She kindly jumps away and sits on one of my precious Mega Helper 3000 washing machines. Kicking it with her sneakers as she wears her legs. She looks around, focusing on each and every piece of equipment I have in my store. She leans towards the washing machines right next to her and proceeds to scratch at one of the manufacturer's stickers, still looking around curiously. I want to stop her from destroying my belongings, but her shorts are cropped so high and... So, is this all you have here, Dumbo? Your little paradise of kitchen junk? She leers at me, still scratching with her long polished nails. What a meanie. No, it's not. I have a workshop here too, where I repair everything that others didn't care for. What is she even doing here? Does she have a purpose for existing, or is she just here to annoy us and be uncanny valley attractive? Like, that's basically her purpose, I'm assuming. I try to make that seem like very important, honorable stuff to do, but she doesn't even seem to be paying attention. Suddenly, she jumps off and comes closer to me, swinging her lovely hips as she approaches. Her smell overwhelms me. I can't. So you have more of this junk in the back, huh? Any special backroom junk for your beloved clientele? I gulp very, very loudly. Oh dear, don't screw this up. Trying my best, I lower my voice as much as I can. It depends on what kind of junk you're interested in. I try to wink, but all my face can do right now is something resembling a nervous tick. The floaty expression washes off her face. Now she looks like she pities me. No, please, no. The hell was that? Never mind, I guess. I was just passing by. Goodbye, then. She rushes outside and disappears out of my sight before I even realize what happened. I breathe heavily for a few seconds and run towards my washing machines, checking the stickers. Huh. She was scratching at it for some time, yet I can't see any damage. Good then. At least my equipment hit saves. Can't say the same about my dignity. You didn't have much of that to begin with. Fortunately, there were no other unexpected events throughout my workday. I tend to value normality more and more these days. Am I getting older or what? I close the shop, count the money, and clean up the place a little bit. The sun starts to set as a final sign that I should probably go home now. But I rarely do that at this hour. Home means loneliness and nothing to occupy myself with. When my father passed away, I spent whole nights in the workshop here, trying to focus on repairing appliances instead of thinking about how much my life sucked. The workshop is a special place to me, but not in a positive way. It's a place to spend time when I feel lost and depressed. The only way to keep myself sane and refocus my thoughts on something productive. My little personal purgatory. Please get off your ass. Jesus. I open the workshop door and a cloud of dust hits my lungs, causing a bad cough. Damn, I should do something about the mess in here. I look around, a desk with an old PC, tons of repair tools obstructing its keyboard, a coffee mug with a cloud of mold popping out of it, boxes full of forgotten documents. The huge room is cluttered with old fridges, washing machines, and microwaves, some of them totally ruined, others covered with blankets resembling old, sick people quietly accepting their fate. Wait, am I personifying items again? Brain, please remind me not to do that. Smiling, I admit to myself that this company is far better than any other I met today. At least they don't talk. Maybe it's because they're mad at me for leaving them here? Do they feel offended? Well, let it be that way. I enjoy the silence quite a bit. I start smiling when my eyes focus on the fridge on the other side of the room. The blanket covering it has holes, letting dust fall in and settle on its top. I throw it to the side, coughing again. This fridge belongs to the baseball cap girl, to Yuki. I wonder where she is and if she'll ever come back for her fridge. Even if she doesn't. Damn, why do I even think about it that way? I still feel obliged to repair it. It's not in perfect condition, but I'm sure I can do something with it. Is she in the refrigerator? I just thought about that. Why would she be in the... You know what? Let me just open it and see. Ugh, it won't budge. I know I've opened it before. What happened since then? Maybe it's the moisture in this place. I pick up some tools and try to open it using a little bit of force, but it remains tightly shut. I don't want to cause any damage, so I give up. Well, let's start the repair from the back then. My phone's ringtone is so loud. I check my pockets in panic, finally grab the smartphone and look at its display. Oh, not him. Not now. Okay, who is this idiot? Masato Obiki, former business partner of my father, and now yet another pain in the ass I have to deal with. He looks like a low-rent, Mishima. What's that dude's name? Heihachi. Yes, Heihachi Mishima. He looks like a low-rent Heihachi Mishima. He doesn't even own the land the store stands on, but also he doesn't just own the land the store stands on, but also invests money in it, all for a small cut of the profits. Considering the current economy and my credit rating, this guy is my only hope. The relationship worth cultivating, or rather, one I'm forced to cultivate. I answered the call hesitantly. Why, hello there. What a pleasant surprise. You actually picked up your phone. A surprise? Surprise? I always answer your calls, you bastard. Ugh, I can't say that out loud. I'll have to behave. Expecting me to get angry? You won't get it. Good evening, Mr. Ibiki. How can I help you? Well, I thought you'd know. It appears to me like you have a business plan for the quarter due to tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, yes. It's done already, actually. I can deliver it anytime. Splendid. All right. So how about you come over tonight in, let's say, 2 hours? I'll order some dinner, and then we can look at this plan of yours. You greedy, condescending son of a... Okay, that sounds wonderful, Mr. Ibiki. I'll be there on the dot. Let's hope so. Hope to see you then. Click. Breathe deeply, in and out. Keep cool, calm, and collected. Let's hope so, huh? You should hope I'm not taking my plan and shoving it up your... Wait, what? Is there someone in the store? I thought I locked up before visiting the workshop. I look around, no one's there. Oh well, I'm hearing enough strange things these days. Let's pretend this was just an appliance acting up. Another patient for the workshop. That'll have to wait. Now I gotta make sure I actually do have a business plan for tonight. Time to get to work. Time passes. Phew, that was exhausting, but I'm done. And I'm actually pretty happy with it. In fact, this was the perfect opportunity to use logic and reasoning along with my imagination for something really productive. It was fun. Damn, am I growing up? I would hope so. Anyway, I know Ibiki doesn't really take me serious at all, but he'll have a hard time disagreeing with my plan. It'll really improve the store's bottom line. I think this will be a successful evening. If I manage to get there on time. I've got to hurry. Mr. Ibiki lives in the outskirts, far away from the rush and noise of the city. The mansion lies mostly in the shadows, but it's still as impressive as I remember it. Unfortunately, it's not the time for admiration. It's 9:55 p.m., and for some reason, I'd rather show up half an hour early for an appointment than be just a minute late. So I rush to the door, adjust my time for the last time, and ring the doorbell. At first, nothing happens. I'm not sure if letting me wait is part of the Ibiki's strategy, or if walking through the entire mansion just takes a lot of time. Maybe it's both. Seriously, those eyes are just... But after what feels like an eternity, the door finally opens up and I'm presenting with Mr. Ibiki's smug smile. What is he even wearing? What is that supposed to be? Do businessmen in Japan actually dress like this? Nah, I mean, is this the current fashion? Yeah. Well, what do we have here? Welcome to my humble home. Oh god, that's disgraceful. Even for you, Ibiki. Thank you for your invitation, Mr. Ibiki. Mind if I come in? Oh, not at all. Please. I have ordered some first-class sashimi. It should arrive in just a few minutes. How about we eat and talk a little about how things are going for you? How you've managed to settle into the daily routine, which is surely a challenge for you. After that, I'll have a look at the documents you brought me. I'd like to punch you in the face so much. I would like to thank you so much for inviting me to dinner, Mr. Ibiki. This sounds like a good plan. He shrugs off my compliment, which gives me time to take in the dining room, dominated by a huge table with places set for two people. It would be nice if we actually saw this dining room. Please do take a seat. Thank you. I thought Ibiki wasn't married. Why would he need such a huge place? Well, I guess for him, it's not what he needs that is important, just what he can get. We start with some small talk and warm up for the battle ahead. Before we even remotely done talking about how inappropriate the weather seems to be for the season, the doorbell rings again. Oh, it seems like our dinner has arrived. I'll bring it over. If you'd please, head over to the kitchen and get us a bottle of wine, would you? I took it out of the cellar this morning and put it in the refrigerator. I wonder where this is going. By the time we get to it, it should be the perfect temperature. He waves over to a door which I assume leads to the kitchen. I nod and head towards it while Ibiki leaves the room. For what I've seen so far, I shouldn't be surprised, but I am. Everything in this place is massive, and it looks as if you could prepare food for a whole army in here. Everything is so modern, especially the appliances, and I'm pretty sure he's got nothing from my store. Oh man, that fridge. We never saw something as advanced as this, totally out of range of our usual customer base. Looking at that glossy black, tall, and some LED lights graced... Look at that thing. Glossy black, tall, and some LED lights grace the front below the door. Probably useless, but hey, style over substance. Please now, keep calm. I wasn't even sure who I was addressing, me or the fridge. I reached for the handle and pulled the door open, revealing a whole lot of almost nothing at all. 3 bottles of wine, some instant food, which I wouldn't have expected, and a lonely slice of pumpkin pie. I randomly picked one of the bottles as I seriously don't know that much as I seriously don't know much about wine. Pretty sure that Mr. Ibiki will draw his own conclusions from that, but come on, it's not like you have to be a wine expert to run a store, right? As I reach for the door to close it, the door of the freezer compartment suddenly springs open. Startled, I step back and watch in shock as the whole area around the fridge is quickly swallowed by a mist caused by the temperature difference. What a powerful freezer. Oh I gotta do something before I get into trouble. And we wouldn't want that now, would we? And here comes another talking fridge. I almost dropped a bottle of wine hearing this voice. Oh no, please, not again. As the blood quickly escapes my face, a figure emerges through the mist, still just being a silhouette. I can clearly see the proportions. What? Random attractive woman! Hello. It's a woman with waspy hips and legs that seem to reach all the way up to the heavens. Gulped. As she emerges from the mist, her appearance hits me like a blow to the heart. Smoky eyes and plum red lips framed by flowing hair. An elegant and pompous dress which shrouds yet still emphasizes every little detail of a perfectly proportioned figure. Not breaking eye contact for a split second, she nearly floats around me, almost casually hitting the door of the freezer with a graceful swing of her hips, putting an end to the continuous flow of mist threatening to engulf the whole kitchen. So you're Misato's little partner, hmm? Interesting. Very interesting. Really, with this music? Her cold eyes seem to scan me thoroughly, sending shivers down my spine. The way she addresses Mr. Ibiki and the way she's dressed, she's clearly no maid. Could she be Ibiki's wife? Maybe he'd be married after all. Or maybe his girlfriend. Don't just stand there. Do something! Yes, I am sorry. Mr. Ibiki didn't mention... Oh, of course he didn't mention me. How could he? That's alright. I'm Ume. It's a pleasure to meet you. How could he? What a curious thing to say. Why would anyone not carry a woman like this around like a trophy? Dude, stop getting us into trouble. She's stunning. She's still coming closer. Oh my. Not the most talkative type, are you? But a good selection of wine, I see. Be careful though, it may go straight to your head. And I'm not sure you don't want things getting out of control. Or do you? I'm electrified, unable to move. I notice that while she's running her fingers over the label of the bottle, I'm desperately holding onto it, Let me try that sentence again. I noticed that while she's running her fingers over the label of the bottle I'm desperately holding onto like a lifeline, I feel absolutely nothing at her touch. It seems... Wait. Her fingers are clearly reaching through the glass. This woman, Ume, it's not real. The realization hits me like a slap to the face. Of course he didn't mention me. The way how she emerged from the mist, but she did close the door of the freezer. She's... Oh God, help me. She's another one, but she's also standing right in front of me. How is this possible? Is it distress? Have I gone completely insane? Both? What do I do? We are going... Because we don't want our business partner to see us in this state. First, we're going to hit that quick save right quick. And because I may have to explore some other options. But we are going to turn around and leave. Because we don't want the business partner to see us sitting here talking to his fridge. In a desperate attempt to preserve my sanity, I turn around, not saying a single word, and storm out of the kitchen. I have no idea how long I spent in the kitchen, but luckily it passed unnoticed. Ibiki is just about to prepare a huge mixed sashimi platter, and my mouth starts to water. I'm desperately looking for something to keep my mind off whatever just happened in the kitchen, and the food looks like the most delicious escape I've ever seen. Oh man, what now? What the? Who are you? Is this a prank? Well, let me start from the beginning. Gotta say your shop is really cozy. If it wasn't so smelly, I could live here. Who are you? Is this a prank? I don't even. I put down the bottle of wine as Ibiki looks up to me. Oh, there you are. I see you've made your choice. Interesting. What is up with this dude's eyebrows? Honestly, I don't care anymore. All I want is to eat and get this evening over with. But it's not going to be so easy now, is it? As we proceed to eat, Ibiki immediately begins to interrogate me. So, how are things looking over at the store? Oh, pretty good. I can't complain. Still have a steady stream of customers, and they seem to be very happy. Oh, that's good to hear. I imagine it was hard to pick up where he left off, getting acquainted with the customer base, into all this paperwork. No problem with it all. No, you knew my father. He was an orderly man and he treated his customers with the utmost respect. Continuing his work couldn't have been easier. It just needed a little bit of dedication. It was no big deal. I am not one to complain about sentence structure, but this game really needs to work on the sentence structure. That was a bit cold, yes. The way Vicky fails to show any sensitivity towards the passing of my father is just downright pissing me off. You barely show sensitivity at the passing of your father. I meet his eyes and I see his expression shifting slightly. Is that a spark of recognition? Maybe he feels that he has to test me, make sure I'm good for this job. And yes, feelings have no place out there. Maybe I misjudged his intentions. As the end of dinner draws near, topics gets more casual. Mr. Bicky gives up asking me about the work and I'm happy about it. Of course, there's still the business plan, but my confidence is growing immensely. Well, that was good. Now, how about we have another glass of wine while we look at your project? Sounds good to me. I grab the folder from my bag, open it slowly, and present it to Mr. Bicky. I hold back myself from commenting anything as I don't want to appear too defensive. I think everything speaks for itself, but I'm also ready for his questions. As Mr. Bicky grabs the contents of the document I presented to him, he begins asking questions, trying to poke holes in my strategy. Despite the events of the evening, or maybe because of them, I manage to keep my mind focused and answer the best I can. With each answer I give, Mr. Bicky seems more and more satisfied with me, even though I still think it's a long way until I can call this respect. Yeah, you gotta kinda earn it, man. Eventually we reach the final details of my plan. Well, that looks good. Really good. I think I'll continue my investment and maybe even add a little extra. There's some real potential here. Thank you very much, Mr. Bicky. I appreciate your kind words. Your father taught you well. You should be proud of yourself. Now, I don't want to hold you up for much longer. It's getting late, and I'm sure you have another hard day ahead of you tomorrow. Here, let me bring you to the door. Or should I call you a taxi? That won't be necessary, Mr. Bicky, but thank you. Have a good night. I feel that this relationship could become much better. As I climb on my bike, I feel confident, happy, and almost certain that I'll have a good sleep tonight. Yes, this was a good evening. Another night passed. I woke up feeling uneasy. Everything that happened in the past 3 days is slowly leading me to the conclusion that I'm not fully okay. Or worse, if I am okay, the world is not. As a kid, I always dreamt about having superpowers, but talking to house appliances was absolutely not on the list. What if everything can talk? I can bet I've seen a cartoon or movie about it before. Maybe every little spoon or needle in my house has its own soul, character, identity. How many innocent creatures have I hurt in my entire life by walking over used cigarettes and bottle caps? What about the pavement? I think it's time to face my fears once again. I'm in desperate need of chocolate anyway. I get up lazily and proceed towards the kitchen. Unwillingly, my loud yawn smoothly transforms into Ohio, like my vocal cords couldn't wait to greet every possible talking item in this house. I smile to myself, hearing no reply. Good morning. My legs decide to freeze all of a sudden, and I barely catch my balance and stay on my feet. I wish it were my frigid voice. It's not. Pardon my sudden interruption of your daily schedule. It's time to talk. Who's talking? My eyes shift slowly towards the living room and regain focus. Who are you? There's a man sitting on my couch. Some part of me wants to scream and call the police, but the majority of my brain either thinks he's not a threat or that he's not real. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put a pin in this here, because the weirdness of whatever he's about to say is going to be its own episode. Well, let me just make sure the demo doesn't end before the conversation begins. Hold on. He doesn't look real, that's for sure. His white curly hair has a very strange luminescent color, similar to his eyes. He seems very pale and skinny, almost sickly, but there's weird power resonating from him. I can't clearly state if he's physical. It's like I'm watching a ghost who has suddenly materialized in the room. Talk about what? I wanted to ask him so many questions, but I can't. My voice barely gets out of my throat. Okay, yeah. So I don't think it's going to end here. So we'll pick this up in the next one, and we will see what this weird idiot has to say. Leave a like If you have enjoyed the video series so far, subscribe to the channel if you have not done so yet. And comment. Let me know what you're thinking about this game. Do you think playing it straight is the best way to go with this premise? Are you enjoying the premise? I would love to know what you guys are thinking about this weird game. But until then, this has been JP the Third for Venus Now, and when we come back, we'll talk to McBeachy Pants over here. See you then.